Here's my desktop. Here are the folders for my project, the overall folder, project 1, project 2. I've downloaded Visual Studio Code and I'm going to open it. You will probably see a button here that says that no folders have been previously opened. And so you would click on that and got it. I'm still trying to get adjusted to this particular program. So I think I want this. All right. So once I've selected the folders, you can click on this primary sidebar, in which case you can actually see your folders here. And I can click on that folder and I can click on new file, type file name. In this case, I'm going to call it Metals Project 1. And then it's going to be TECH272 Spring 2024 .html. That HTML is really important because that HTML says that this is a web file. And I'm going to click Create New File. And it's asking me where I want it. On the Mac, I'm going to click this little arrow down here. It shows me my project 1 folder, and I'm going to create the file inside of project 1. Create file. Okay. Once the file is created, you can see it in your project folder over here, and you can see your cursor flashing, and this is line 1 of your code. First thing we're going to do is we're going to type a left caret, which is shift comma, and I'm going to type H1 because that would be the most important headline code. And then I complete it with a greater than sign, which is shift period. And you'll see that it actually ends the tag here. So H1 is the opening tag slash H1 is the closing tag. What I'm going to do is I'm going to type my name. Okay. And I'm going to save it. So file, save, Command S. And if I go over here and I go to this HTML file, here I'm thinking that if I click on it, it ought to open up automatically in Chrome. And so it's opened up automatically in Chrome, and there is my name. And it's big and it's bold because that's what H1 does. Now I'm going to go back to Visual Code, and I'm going to create a paragraph. And what I want you to do is type 3 paragraphs, one about your past, one about your present, and one about your future. So let's see. Let's see, even Okay, the end of that paragraph, we're going to type another P. Actually, we can go back here, hit refresh. Oh, helpful. File, save, hit refresh. There's the first paragraph. And what else? Okay. Okay, so we have 3 paragraphs. I'm going to save it, refresh it, and it looks like this. And so one thing you want to know about HTML is that the default is for the H1 container, the P containers. Most of the containers that we use in HTML to create web pages, their default is to be 100% wide and of the browser width. And as we make the browser narrower, they adjust. The type adjusts to that browser area. Okay, next thing, I want you to go in and so you've watched the coding instruction. And what I want you to go in here is I want you to go in and add less than strong, like that. And we want to have that wrap around some text. So in paragraph 2, I want you to add a strong and have it wrap around some text and save it. And then I want you to go here and refresh and see that in fact it has gotten bolder. And then I want you to go to the third paragraph. And I want you to add EM like this. And I want you to wrap it around some text. And if you hit return, you'll see that those words that are wrapped around with the EM are now in italic. And so you can go on. Actually, just for fun, I'm going to create an H2. I'm going to add a subhead, and I'm going to add another P. Okay. That's that. Command save. And so you can see that this H1 is bigger than the H2. H2 is less important. And then the paragraphs continue to be detailed. And as I noted, this all rewraps as the browser window changes. So that's what I want you to do to just start getting used to doing some coding. And so this is project 1. And what you would do then is take this file. My recommendation is to take this file and go to File, Compress on the Mac, or I think it is, if you do some research, you can find the equivalent of File, Compress. And then you take this and would post it to the assignment.